with 17 points and 12 rebounds. The Pacers outscored Augusta 52-27 in the second half. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to take a few moments to recognize our men's basketball seniors. All have been valuable members not only of the men's basketball program, but also to USC Aiken. Alex Deal is being escorted by Laura and Dwayne Deal. Alex has been on staff as a student manager for 4 years, including USC Aiken's trip to the Final Four. His tireless work ethic and positive attitude have had a deep impact on USC Aiken men's basketball. Always present and asking how he can help, Alex exemplifies selfless service. Whenever anyone needs help, Alex is on call. Between the unwavering support that he gave the coaching staff, his willingness to assist the players, and his daily enthusiasm, he will be tough to replace. Alex will graduate with a degree in exercise and sports science. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Deal! Jalen Barnes is being escorted by his mother Shirley and his father Ronnie Barnes and his brother Rashawn. A 6'1" guard from Raleigh, North Carolina, Jalen transferred to USC Aiken prior to 7 parts per game. Jalen is connected on 38% of his three-point attempts this season and has hit 44% of his shots from the floor. He is an 89.1% free throw shooting percentage and has scored over 1,000 points in his career. Jalen will graduate with a degree in communication. Ladies and gentlemen, Jalen Barnes! Kevin Sweeshoe is being escorted by his host parents, Will and Laurie Hereford. A 6'8" forward from the Cameroon, Kevin transferred here from Vermont prior to the season. He has started 23 games this season and has played in 25 contests. A force on the inside, Kevin registered 8 points against Florida Southern and North Georgia. He pulled down 8 rebounds in the wins over Anderson and Francis Marion before pulling down 10 boards and 17 minutes of work in the victory over Georgia Southwestern. He grabbed 9 boards in the win at Flagler and snagged the season-high 13 at UNC Pembroke. He's averaging 5.5 boards a night and is second on the team with 30 blocks. He has already received his undergraduate degree and is pursuing his MBA. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Sweeshoe! Christian Nobles is being escorted by his parents Steve and Nina, his sister Cameron, and friend Tommy Williams. A 5'9" guard out of Augusta, Georgia, Christian transferred to USC Aiken from Payne prior to the season. A dominant player, he has played in 24 games, starting 22. He opened the season with 21 points in the victory over St. Andrews. He tallied 18 markers in wins over Louis McRae and Payne. And in the victory over Anderson, he poured in 23 points. Christian tallied 25 points at Young Paris and was spectacular against Francis Marion, hitting 6 of 9 for the theology. Ladies and gentlemen, Christian Nobles! We'd like to thank these players not only for what they've done for the men's basketball program, but also for USC Aiken. So that we can take a few moments to recognize our 5 seniors for their contributions to the USC Aiken women's basketball program. Rocky Apont is being escorted by her 6.1 rebounds per contest, and in the win over Georgia Southwestern, she poured in her 1,000th career point. Rocky was selected to the athletic director honor roll and is currently Advisory Committee here at USC Aiken and plans to graduate with a degree in engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Rocky Apont. Jazz Coach is being escorted by her parents, Kim and Brent Coach, and her sister, Janae Coach. A 5'9" forward from North Augusta, South Carolina, Jazz has played in 108 games in her career. Last year, she had a breakout season, playing in 28 games while starting 18 of them. This season, she leads the team in her role as team captain and is connecting games since her arrival on campus. This year, she's averaging 5.6 points a contest and connecting on 39.7% of her shots from the floor. She scored a season-high 16 points in the win at Augusta and dished out a season-best 6 assists in the victory over Montevallo. Kate is a tireless worker in practice and keeps her teammates laughing with her accent. She's selected to the Aiken Honor Roll and was chosen PBC All-Academic Team and will graduate in May with a degree in exercise and sports science. Ladies and gentlemen, good day, Kate Duff. Carly Gilreath is being escorted by her parents, Kathy and Michael Gilreath. A 5'9" guard from Dawsonville, Georgia, Carly has played in 112 games since her arrival on campus. This season, Carly also leads the team in her role as captain and is averaging a career high 6.9 points per game, has dished out a career best 131 assists. In the upset of nationally ranked Columbus State, Carly distributed a career high 10 assists. She is currently 10th on USC Aiken's career assist list with 212. Carly's steady demeanor and sweet spirit will be greatly missed around the program. She was chosen to the PBC All-Academic Team this season. She's getting married this summer and will graduate in May with a degree in education. Ladies and gentlemen, Carly Gilreath. Alexis Ware is being escorted by her parents, Sheila and Pierre Ware. A 5'10" forward from Panama City, Florida. Alexis played in 95 games.
Also, there are a bunch of schools that are interested in him, but I don't think I've pulled the trigger yet. But Francis Mary just did. They're going to be at Upper State. For high school. I'm coaching the 17s team for Upper Stars.
Hey,
Yeah, head coach.
nice.
I know, I'm pretty excited.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's
Really
mom?
excited. Doing great. Mom's got one more year left in her contract for high school volleyball.
Contracts?
Teaching them.
Oh, okay.
She's got to technically retire when her contract's up, and then they'll re-sign her year to year based on how long she wants to go. Dad's doing well. He's working. Excited I'm coaching.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That's what it's all about.
So excited.
You gonna be a coach one day?
I am.
You'll be a
Might
great
become
coach.
your assistant.
You'll be a great coach, man. You and Dave, man. Work together.
I'm not as well dressed as Dave though.
See, it makes me think.
Get it done tonight.
representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for immediate removal. Once again, thank you for your continued support of USC Aiken Athletics, the Peach Belt Conference, and the positive game environment that is the NCAA Division II. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Convocation Center on the campus of the University of South Carolina at Aiken for tonight's men's basketball game featuring the visiting USC University Jaguars and your USC Aiken Pacers. Before we introduce the starting lineups, we ask you to please rise and honor America and those who defend their freedom both at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem. Introducing the starting lineup for the Augusta University Jaguars. A 5'9" senior guard from Cleveland, North Carolina, wearing number 10, Keisha Sherrill. A 6'2" sophomore forward from Alexandria, Virginia, wearing number 13, Tyvez Monroe. A 6'6" sophomore forward from Melbourne, Australia, number 15, a 6'8" sophomore forward from Romania, wearing number 20, Vlad Kapsaru. And a 6'8" sophomore from Bristol, England, wearing number 24, Dean Williams. The head coach of the Jaguars, Demetrius, the assistant coaches, Jamie Quarles, Lenny Carlson.
Oh my gosh, down up front, I can't see.
And a 6'8" graduate
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's action here at the USC Aiken Convocation Center, where the men Pacer basketball program is taking on Cross River rival Augusta University. Augusta leading the conference, 13-5 overall, or 13-5 in conference. Pacers are 12-6. Augusta's 21-6 overall. We're 18-7 overall. So a knockdown drag out, not a lot on the line, but if the Pacers are able to win tonight, then they will potentially host a game in the Peach Belt tournament. And if a couple other things fall into place, meaning other teams lose, we could see ourselves number 1 seed going into the Peach Belt tournament. But here we go. We're ready to start this contest. The tip-off begins right now. Swishu will win that contest. Immediately gets the ball over to his hands man, Henry Bolton. Bolton gets it over to Christian Noble. Noble will take it over to the left side, and he'll work it over to Jalen Barnes. Mark Matthews on the court. Swishu's already been announced as he won the tip-off. Augusta playing an aggressive man-to-man, and Christian Noble going up and just a little strong on that shot. Rebounded by the Jags. For the Jags, you got number 24, Dean Williams. Number 15, Ben Ursich. Number 10, Keyshawn Sherrill. And number 13, Tyvez Monroe.
Jags
Vlad Kazar, my bad.
Oh, no, you're okay.
Swishy with a nice little turnaround hook there, and Pacers lead by a commanding lead of 2-0. I'm Chip Herring, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Jordan Phillips.
Jordan Phillips, the man. He worked a baseball game earlier, and he's over here doing double duty.
We both did it, man. Game 3 of 3 for the both of us today.
That's right, that's right. We are all talked up.
Oh, yeah.
We're just getting warmed up, though. We're looking forward to tonight.
After a game like that last one we saw between the women of Augusta and
What
Aiken.
a game.
It was an incredible contest. If you missed that one, I'm sorry for you.
But we're here with the men now. And that's your first dunk of the night, brought to you by Dean Williams at 6'8". Fella from across the pond there. He's Bristol, England.
Yeah, the Brits slamming that one down hard.
Mark Matthews taking a long-range shot, showing them, this is how we do it over here. 3 points to show for that, 5-2.
Matthews with a little finesse on that one, taking advantage of that lax defense they had against him.
Yeah, Augusta's had a great season. Pacers, too. Pacers really coming from – none of them played together last year. Not one of them played together last year.
Nope.
So a whole new squad, and to put up the kind of numbers they have this year has been really impressive, and you got to give Coach Vanderslice credit for that, him and his coaching staff.
Absolutely, and the only 2 players back from last season are Javon Patton. He's redshirted this season, and now Coach David Belfield.
Right, David. I was going to say we've got one player, but David Belfield is now a student.
Assistant coach, we call that.
Right, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, he's told me the official title, but he always just says, just call me the assistant coach.
He is assistant in my book all day, every day. One of the smartest guys always on the court when he was playing this time last year.
Yeah, very intelligent mind of basketball, knows the game really well.
Well, he comes from his father, coach. I think 3A basketball up near New York, somewhere off the Hudson River.
And he also had his brother, Keith Belfield, was a standout here in USC. Ooh, Jalen Barnes.
Jalen Barnes feeling it pretty quick and early. And, earlier in the women's game, our girls got down by like 14 points at one point and just were flat. I'm not seeing that with the men's team at all. They've got a lot of spring in their step. They're definitely recognizing the rivalry between USC Aiken and Augusta.
Nice defensive effort there by Bolton.
Jalen Barnes gets his pocket picked. Keyshawn Sherrill with a steal and a quick 2 point. We are now tied up at 8.
Nobles carving through the defense there. Now back to Barnes. Nobles driving in. And he'll take the foul.
And a good move by Nobles. He didn't get the 2 points. He'll get a shot at a one or at a 2 point. He'll get 2 shots. But he's going after them, and you got to love a guard that will start hacking away and helping these guys, their opponents, collect some fouls, get them in foul trouble as early as possible.
Oh, yeah. Nobles is definitely good at that. He's good at slashing in and getting in the face of those big men down low.
He's one of those tough guys. If you play him too close, he'll dribble past you. If you give him some distance, he'll drain a 3.
Yeah, he's just so effective at his ball movement and getting in. And the moves he makes once he leaves his feet for the rim, he just makes some great moves with his hands.
Got some Boo Birds behind the basket over there. Christian Noble unfazed in his first attempt. Those are volleyball players from Augusta University. I recognize a bunch of them.
They are indeed.
And that ball, he'll drain the second. So Noble unfazed by the fans of Augusta University. Good strong move by Kyle Doyle. Kyle Doyle goes up, and he actually has a defender on his back and still manages to put it away.
Yeah, he had a giant guy like Rob Hill.
Yeah, Rob's not a small fella. Good defense by the Jags. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Christian Noble is going to come at him and then drain one.
Oh, that was a filthy shot by Christian Nobles.
Well, you gotta love the little dance step he did, and then you follow it up by making it. That's just icing on the cake. Jags coming around the edge, got a little pick and go, but can't get it to fall. Christian Noble over to Bolton. Bolton will drain the 3-point shot, and Bolton's feeling it.
And this is the complete opposite of what happened when when USC Aiken went down to Augusta in the last meeting of these two teams.
Right.
And that
Augusta's a tough place to win at. I mean, whether it's basketball, volleyball, baseball, they have a great, their students' body shows up, but we got a media timeout. We'll come back right after this. Pacers lead 15-10. And welcome back. Pacers lead 15-10, 14:56 to go here in the half. Pacers coming out on all cylinders, a lot of energy, and they're hitting shots.
Yeah, but as we were discussing before the break, I mean, this is the exact opposite of the last meeting between these two teams. The Pacers came out in that last meeting just absolutely flat.
Well, and again, and I will say something too about the arena that the Augusta University had. The goals are so far removed from any walls, and so depth perception is a huge issue. And I've played over there, and it's tough to hit outside shots. But no, that one not followed by Robert Hill. Big Robert Hill coming down with it. Barnes unable to follow up with a shot of his own.
Yeah, but Christian Mary Fieldhouse, definitely a cavernous arena. It's big and it's a very empty arena, so I can definitely see how that would affect your shot.
Well, again, when those stands, even with the stands out, it's hard to see exactly, the depth perception. It just throws you off, and I wasn't able to hit it as Tamarick Fields Timer at Fields comes up big for the Jags. Pacers still lead by 3, 15-12. Christian Noble with the rock. Goes to Bonds. Bonds to Faison Brock. Faison over to Christian Noble. Noble driving the baseline, and he backs down quick as the Jag defense just stepped up. Barnes with a kick out to Faison Brock. Faison Brock with a long-range shot. Can't get it to fall. And Big Hill, Rob Hill is going to be over the back there. And there's already a little bit of tension between Rob Hill and number 11, Kyle Doyle.
Yeah, they
Two big men going at it in the paint.
two really big men taking up a lot of space down there underneath the basket.
Doyle bringing a little bit more age to the equation. He's a junior, as Rob Hill is a freshman out of the Atlanta area.
That's crazy to think about. Rob Hill, the freshman, 6'10",
He's a big freshman.
and he's only going to get bigger as his time here goes on.
Bless his heart. So the Jags will bring the ball down the court. Number 3, Aaron Bird is on the court for the Jaguars, and Christian Noble's going to pick up a foul right there. Also on the court is Jashawn Brooks. Paris Ballinger in for the Pacers. Jags working the perimeter, trying to get past this somewhat zone defense. Can't get it to fall, and that's a travel call. So good defense by Austin Grimes. Austin Grimes, again, one of my favorite players just because of his heart on the court.
Nenad Milinkovic liked that call, doing a little dance over there on the sideline.
Nenad will bring you a lot of animation from the bench, and when he gets on the court, it's even more fun to watch because he's such a great shooter. Bringing his shot all the way from Europe, Eastern Europe to be exact. And good shot by Christian Noble. Can't get it to fall, though. And we got a push against Augusta.
The foul was on number 0,
Jayshawn Brooks picking up his first foul. Third team foul for the Jags. Both teams have 3 team fouls. Paris Ballinger kicks it out to Christian Noble. Noble, nice little big, Grimes with a nice entry pass to Matthews. Matthews from about 12 feet on the baseline, can't get it to fall. Pacers holding on to a 3-point lead. 15-12 is your score. Ballinger showing that defensive prowess that he brings to the equation.
Yeah, such a pesky defender is Ballinger.
Yeah, eventually you just want to slap him if you're up against him. Long range jumper, and he gets a friendly roll. Deshaun Brooks.
Yeah, that
I've never seen a ball land softer on the rim. Good job by Austin Grimes to inspire a foul there.
Yeah,
That's going to be on number 2, Tamarick Fields, and that'll be his first.
Yeah, that was a weird little roll that ball took off the rim.
Yeah,
there.
it just hit square, like
It
backboard and rim at the exact same time, and it didn't bounce. It just hit and then rolled in.
Yeah, it hit the backboard and the rim at the same time, just kind of died there, then rolled right in.
But it was a nice 3-point shot for Jashawn Brooks. Grimes misses his first of 2. Grimes doesn't usually miss those. You can tell that by the look on his face. Maybe he's affected by the volleyball players from Augusta University. He is. He misses both. Karate Kid would tell him, focus, Daniel son, focus. Christian Noble at the top of the key playing some serious defense. Deshaun, he really wants the ball. He's feeling like he can make any shot right now. You can tell by the way he wanted that ball. A little fadeaway, and that's going to fall way short, but number 11, Kyle Doyle is able to get it and put it up, and Augusta leads for the first time, 17-15.
Yeah, Doyle was right there under the rim to get that one.
Paris Ballinger with the ball at the top. He kicks it over to Mark Matthews. Matthews back to Ballinger. Ballinger to Noble. Noble back to Ballinger. I can get dizzy just saying this. Austin Grimes not afraid to shoot it and not afraid to attack, and he is fouled hard, and that might be on number 2 again, and that might be his second. Yep, that is, and so
Like we'll see him head
Myrick
to the bench.
Fields. And with that, we got a full media timeout. We'll take a break. Pacers trail 15-17. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Want to thank some of our sponsors. Denny Michaelis Insurance Agency, meeting all your State Farm insurance needs here in the local Aiken area. Willie Jules Barbecue, making us all rounder, but pleasantly rounder. It is so good, you can't stop. Tyler Tire and Auto Center, meeting all your automotive needs. Take your car to Tyler Tire and Auto Center. And while you're here, why don't you stay at the Quality Inn and Suites? And back to action. Austin Grimes goes to the line. He'll get to shoot 2. And he is, I tell you what, Christian Noble unfazed by the volleyball players behind the goal. Austin Grimes absolutely fazed by it. Even then, can't get it, but he gets the follow-up and actually gets his own rebound. Can't make it go down, but Mark Matthews follows it up, and the Pacers are tied 17-all.
Yeah, Grimes definitely shaken by something.
Well, I mean, you got girls pulling their shirts up back there. I mean, nothing horribly inappropriate, but that'll strike any 18-year-old or 19, 20-year-old, however Austin is. Pacers with the rebound. Ballinger bringing the ball down. He'll sling it over to Grimes. Grimes to nope, doesn't go to Matthews. They're going to catch.
And Matthews will be called for the over the back.
Jalen Barnes unable to get that shot to fall. And Mark Matthews, who's an offensive machine at 6'6", a sophomore from Fort Myers, Florida, played at UNC Wilmington before he came here.
And the Pacers have a solid core heading up into these next few years with players like Matthews and guys like Matthews, Ballinger.
You got a lot of scoring options. And then, Swishu's back in the game. And Swishu, it's funny, he doesn't score a lot of points, but he does so much for the Pacers on defense. Just right then, absolute great block-out effort against Dean Williams. Dean Williams is 6'8", 207 pounds. That's not an easy guy to slow down.
And just a monster on the boards is Kevin Schwiesel.
Yes. Barnes whips it out to Matthews at the top. Matthews gets it over. Long range for Paris Ballinger. Swishu showing that rebounding hops. And he can't get it he can't put it in. So giving us a pretty good example all the way around. He's not going to score a lot of points so far, but he will get you some rebounds, and that was too easy for the Jags. As Dean Williams, easy put back there. They lead by 2. Good job by Ballinger to draw the foul. That's going to be on number 24, Dean Williams.
Yeah, it was excellent basketball by Ballinger on that play. He saw the big man. As a smaller player, you're almost always going to get that foul.
Right. Go in and don't be afraid to go to the ground.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what happens. If you're the smaller player, you're almost always going to get the foul. Unless the bigger guy is LeBron James.
That's when you're just hoping to trip him up.
Yeah, then you'll never get the foul, no matter what happens.
And Ballinger makes his first. He's unfazed. Big crowd here at the Convocation Center, as you would expect from such a rivalry. It's whiteout night. We're kind of having fun with the fact that it's a lot of the younger people that are wearing whiteout. Of course, that's how they advertise social media. A lot of our more senior guests just weren't checking their Twitter accounts before they came. Not really rocking a whole lot of whiteout there. That ball close to being over and back. Jaguars. Moving the ball really well against a very pesky defense. Long range shot made by number 10, Keishan Sherrill.
Yeah, that was some excellent passing there by the Jaguar offense.
If they were trailing bread behind them, they would have made a pretzel. 2-point shot was the pretzel on top, or the salt on top. Jalen Barnes with the ball. Bring it back around to the top of the key. He's got 2 seconds to shoot. No, and obviously nobody on the court is communicating to him that the shot is down to 2 seconds.
Yeah, the crowd trying to let him know, but sometimes you got to block the crowd out just in case.
But and this goes back to if you're you gotta be aware of the shot clock. You get the ball, you can take a quick glance and know what you've got to work with. A lot of these guys kind of rely on that inner clock inside of them, and if that's the case, then Barnes needs to reset his because it was way off.
But the Pacers will get the ball back without any harm done.
Good effort by one of the dance team members to retrieve that ball, and quick pass to Mark Matthews. Mark looking really tall next to all the dance squad down there.
Yeah, made the catch with the pom-poms in hand. Impressive.
Yep, didn't even lose a palm. Christian Noble bringing the ball down the court for the Pacers. Pacers trail by 3, 19-22 is the score. Mark Matthews may be called. Oh, it's a blocking foul. That'll be on number 15, Ben Ursic from Melbourne, Australia.
I was of the same school of thought as you there. I thought that was going to be a charge, but I guess Ursic didn't set his feet properly.
Coach Dip Metris over there really questioning that call. Felt like he might have got there in time. Dip's a long time, great coach for Augusta. He's really turned this program into a perennial powerhouse over the years. They've made it to Elite Eight, Final Fours. They've done a lot of really impressive things for a small little school in Augusta, Georgia. Things that we're looking forward to Mark Vanderslice. Coach Mark Vanderslice doing the same thing here. We've got Jake Golan over there. Of course, David Belfield that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, and Coach Mark Vanderslice has done an excellent job turning around this season after last season.
And they'll get no friendly roll there as it sticks on the rim. And in the men's game, that's not a big deal. Almost anybody on the court can reach up there and knock it loose. That's going to put Keishan Sherrill on the line for 2. As Christian Nobles picks up his second foul of the game. Our student section behind our basket, not as animated as Augusta is.
Decidedly not.
We're being the polite host, and just I'm looking at them. They're just looking at their phones.
Yeah.
Maybe they're Googling, how can we disrupt this shot? All they got to do is look across the court and watch these fine folks from Augusta and maybe get a clue.
Yeah, Augusta University traveling well here, that's for sure.
A lot of guys, I see a lot of Pacer baseball players. They won a big game today against Payne College earlier. You know that as well as I do. We were both there.
Absolutely. It was a great game.
Paris Ballinger bringing the ball down the court. What a pass by Ballinger, and easy. Well, it wasn't easy. I think it was easier than he anticipated as Bolton tries to drive through their defense and realize there really was no defense. Great looking shot by Keishan Sherrill. Sherrill showing out. He's got 9 points so far in the game. 7:33 to go. Here in the first half, they lead by 5. Nice little crossover, but if you can't follow it up with a made shot, it's just cool looking. Yeah, we got a travel call, and I mean that's one of those rare times you're gonna see somebody run. But we got a media timeout. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Still at the Tape. From the field, Pacers up to this point shooting 30%, while the Jags have really upped their game. They're shooting 55%, three-point field goals, 40% for the Jags, 33.3 for the Pacers. And from the charity stripe, we're shooting 60%. They're shooting 100%, though we've had more opportunities, and they have more distractions behind the basket, or more animated. I think numerically we have more, but on the court for the Pacers, the nod Milinkovic. Matthews with a quick kick out, and Paris Ballinger. Ballinger from way downtown. That ball might have needed a GPS to get to the rim, but we've seen him make that shot regularly enough to where we're not too alarmed when he does pull the trigger on such a shot. Good steal by Ballinger, and that ball knocked out of bounds. Oh, we get a blocking call against Paris Ballinger, and that's a tough call. I mean, Ballinger's diving for a ball, and the other guy tripped over him. Not sure how you call a blocking foul on that. I call that a gravity issue.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works out, but
he's got the shirt.
Exactly.
And the whistle. I just got a funny, fuzzy microphone.
What do we know? We're just here on press row.
Turnaround jumper, and he is hitting some shots to Sean Brooks. He's got 5 there.
Oh, man, just a bad miscommunication there by Ballinger and Bolton.
Deshaun Brooks is not able to finish. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Jags. So the Pacers are going to get a little bit of a reprieve, but they had to run a little extra to get it. That was a tough break right there. Paris Ballinger looking for Bolton as he's running down the court. Bolton wasn't even looking. Got his back to Ballinger, and I guess he doesn't have eyes in the back of his head.
Yeah, Bolton had no idea that one was coming for him. I think Ballinger meant to float that one a little bit more than he did.
So Mark Matthews dishes it off to Bolton. Bolton out to Mark Matthews. Mark Matthews wide open, can't get it to fall. Just a little short. It hits the front of the rim. Augusta leading 28-21, 5:56 to go in the game. And that's going to be a blocking foul called against Barnes, Jalen Barnes. That'll be his first foul. And I don't know, it kind of like he was camped out there for a good while. Maybe his heel was on the little arc down there in the middle. That's, you can club somebody over the head in there, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, there again, just like when Augusta was called for the blocking foul earlier, I thought his feet were set, but apparently not.
But Ursic is going to go to the line for, no, I take that back, not Ursic. That's going to be Andrew Parker out of Thomasville, Georgia, 6'8", sophomore. He looks taller than 6'8" from here.
He certainly does.
And the Pacer fans back there behind the basket getting a little bit more animated, and it works. As Christian Noble brings the ball down the court. Gets it over to Barnes. And Rob Hill.
And that'll be a tech. That's a tech.
He's going to get called for a technical for hanging on the basket. And I don't think he was trying to show out. I think he was just trying not to land on somebody.
Actually, take that back. I don't think they're going to call it a tech. I think they're going to take the basket away.
They're going to take the basket away.
And that is a call I do not agree with. As you mentioned, I believe. I don't think he was trying to show out there. I think he was just trying to hold on and not fall.
Well, and I'm sure these officials understand the rivalry at play here. They're not going to let these guys just get away with everything. Good defense by the Pacers. Unfortunate effort by the Pacers had the ball and the Jags didn't give up. They ended up somehow meddling into the situation.
Oh yeah, definitely no criticism to the officials. That's a tough call to make either
way.
Right,
I think they don't want any hint.
Yeah, you have to make that call.
And that's going to be a foul on number 11, Kyle Doyle, and he'll be picking up his second foul.
Yeah, that's a call you have to make, but doesn't mean we have to like it.
And we're in the bonus now, so Mark Matthews will get to shoot 2 here, 1 and 1. A lot of folks for Augusta University making the trip across the river. Short little jaunt up I-20 Matthews showing he's unfazed by those volleyballers over at Augusta University. The redheaded volleyball player is actually from Australia. I remember. So we got one on the basketball court, one on the volleyball court. Augusta University recruiting down under.
A couple of Aussies over there for Augusta University.
That's right. Good day, mate.
Maybe they'll make friends with Kate Duff, our own resident Aussie.
That's right. And that ball is going to be a foul away from the ball. That's going to be on 0. That'll be his second foul. That'll be 19 fouls. And Sweet Shoe and Mark Matthews are going to take a breather. Jalen Barnes comes back on the court, along with Faison Brock. Pacers trail by 5 with the 5-minute mark. Again, Pacers are already in. Both teams are already in the Peach Belt tournament. That can't be altered by the outcome of this game. That ball lost by Bolton. Bolton trying to get down there. Good effort by Faison Brock. Faison Brock just came out of nowhere. He had no quit in him. Fresh legs, just speeds down and knocks the ball loose out of bounds.
Goodness gracious, what an effort by Faison Brock.
Yeah, he's going to have to tuck his Superman cape back in after that effort. Just flying down the court. Little jump, floater jump shot doesn't go down for the Jags. And Barnes will hit his though. And the Pacers trail by 3.
And when Barnes takes that shot, it seems like he floats in the air for 30 seconds.
Yeah, you could time his hang time with a calendar. Long Ranger doesn't fall. Faison Brock's going to pick up his first foul of the contest. Mark Vanderslijk's showing a lot of emotion as he tries to change the official's mind, which I just got to say, in all my years of being a part of athletics, I've never seen a coach change the mind of an official.
I don't think I have.
Not once. I've seen a lot of efforts, a lot of fantastic efforts. I've seen coaches throw chairs across the floor, Bobby Knight style. All that did is just really aggravate the officials.
Yeah, I think that's about all it does, but you still got to put that effort in.
Ben Ursich makes his first, stretching the lead to 4. And Ursich will make his second. And I will say, I recall Augusta a few years ago having a couple of Australian players that were just phenomenal shooters. Seemed like they couldn't miss. And that wasn't just for a game. They were just fantastic shooters. And I'm sure they're over in Europe playing ball now. I don't know that they had the size to make it NBA level. Good effort by Barnes there, or Bolton. But we got a media timeout, and with that, we're going to take a breather. We'll be right back. And welcome back as the teams both come back out on the court. Pacers have fallen off on their field shooting from the field, 29.2% to Augusta's 44.4%. 3-point falling off there, 27.3% for the Pacers, 33.3% for the Jags. And again, from the charity stripe, they're shooting 80%. We're 66.7%. And the score is pretty indicative of such a sharing of the numbers. Long range jumper by number 10, Keishan Sherrill, continuing to show out. He's got 12 points. Good defense by the Jags. Like Paris Ballinger was trying to move the ball all the way to the right, and he really got kind of stopped by Vlad Kabzaru out of Aici, Romania. Ballinger running out of time. Can he get it to follow? Why not? And he pulls an arrow out of his
Function over fashion, I suppose.
Yep, and long range but effective. I almost think there should be a 4-point line. Yeah, he had no chance, did Keishan Sherrill. He was going to get fouled. It was just a matter of which of the three guys in his way were going to get it, and it's Faison Broughton that gets credit for it as his second foul of the night. That's 19 fouls for both teams. He'll get to shoot 2 here. And he'll make the first. Mark Matthews comes in for Faison Brock. Faison Brock will take a breather. Six points is the difference from 3-minute mark. Keishan hoping to make it 7. Keishan Farrell having Keishan Sherrill having a little laugh there with the official. The official literally blocked him.
Yeah.
This is a free throw. Great defense for the official,
Yeah,
though.
it was
Ate him up.
Picture perfect defense from the official on that one.
And now we can bring in the sub, and Christian Noble's going to come in for Paris Ballinger. Ballinger giving him some tips. Good look. Pass by Matthews to Noble. Noble to Bolton. Bolton to Barnes. Barnes wide open from the corner. A little too strong and knocked out of bounds by the Jags.
Just a little bit too much behind that one from Nobles.
That's going to be on number 20. Vlad Kabzaru.
That's his first in the team's 10. Robert Hill to shoot 2.
And Rob Hill getting to shoot 2 there. Pacers now trailing by 7. And Rob Hill would love nothing more than to make this a 5-point ball game. Volleyball team a little up. I thought they were distracted. One jumped up. So Rob Hill might get a free shot at this. And he makes it.
Substituting for the Pacers, Nathaniel Austin Grimes and Paris Ballinger.
Rob Hill for his second shot. And he gets it to fall. A little friendly roll there. 5-point lead for the Jags. 2:33 left to go here in the first half.
Nice defense there from Matthews.
Sherrill with the ball back at the top of the key. They got 10 seconds. And Paris Ballinger is going to get called for his second foul. Yeah, Sherrill definitely knows how to go after you. He is the aggressor, and he's very skilled at it. He's
sure.
the aggressor, but you're going to walk away with the foul.
Yeah, he's definitely adept at drawing those fouls.
Christian Noble will come back in for the Pacers. And he'll make the second shot, so 6-point lead. Pacers working the ball around the perimeter. Matthews dips it off to Austin Grimes. Grimes with a quick turnaround. Can't believe he's that wide open on the shot. And as it often happens, overshoots the mark. Expected some defensive effort from the Jags, and maybe the best defense was no defensive at all. Either way, it was very effective. Jags, they're trying to work their way through this man-and-man defense that the Pacers are running. Austin Grimes gets picked, and that gives Sherrill a wide-open shot, and he's got 18 points.
Yeah, Keyshawn Sherrill has been just absolutely lights out so far in this half.
Matthews needs to be careful with that move. He was close to traveling there. Christian Nobles kicks it out to Matthews. Matthews back to Barnes. Barnes out to Nobles. Noble with a 3-point shot.
And a beautiful shot by Nobles that was.
You gotta love that Barnes-Noble combination.
You could almost say it's textbook.
I guess you could. I guess you could. I'm more of a picture book guy myself. Requires less reading. Sherrill with a good move. Foul on the floor. That's going to be on Christian Noble, and he's going to pick up his third foul. That's a little concerning here in the first half. You don't want to see that.
Concerning to say the least.
So Sherrill back to the line. He split, missed the first, made the second. He'll make the first here. Maybe he'll miss the second.
Pacers are number 20, Henry Bolton, number 14. Harris Ballinger on the court for Augusta, number 25, Andrew Parker.
Andrew Parker is back on the court for the Jaguars. Aaron Bird also on the court for the Jags. Sherrill ups his ante, makes both this time around.
Is number 12, Derek Oliver.
Number 12, Derek Oliver is checked in for the Jags. He is a freshman out of Baltimore, Maryland. .30 seconds on the game clock, 19 on the shot clock. Mark Matthews with a nice little drive, and he will drain it. 20.2 seconds left on the game clock. There will be no shot clock. Oh, we got a 20-second timeout. One of the other sponsors that we want to thank is the South Carolina Education Lottery. Go ahead and when you buy a lottery ticket, you're not just buying a chance to win big, but you're providing a chance for a student to win big with an education. They support a large chunk of the South Carolina education system. All the help we can get, well appreciated. I want to thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. Big night here for the Pacers. Big night for the Jags. I mean, again, one team can be completely undefeated. The other team can be winless, and it's going to be a nail-biter of a game. Rarely do you see one team blow out the other. That was almost a mess up there from the freshman. As he was watching the clock, Derek Oliver kind of lost the handle of it for a second. It was real close over the back. And they're going to count that shot. Great shot by number 3, Aaron Bird. So they're going to take a 43-35 lead into the halftime. Don't go away. We got the lovely Christine Carroll, volleyball stud. She's going to talk to Coach Vanderslice real quick.
And ladies and gentlemen, we'll kick off our halftime events with the Shepherd Community Blood Center Drive. This year's Shepherd Community Blood Center partnered with Augusta University and USC Aiken to present the 4th annual Hoops for Heroes Blood Drive Challenge, a competition between the two schools to benefit the local blood supply. Working with Augusta University and USC Aiken, Shepherd Community Blood Center hosted blood drives at each collegiate campus in all 3 of Shepherd's 6 locations. The Blood Drive Challenge was open to all students, faculty, staff, alumni, fans, supporters, and the general public. Michelle Pappas and Sarah Hall are here representing Shepherd Community Blood Center. Here with them is each of the school's respective athletic director. Please give a warm round of applause for Clint Bryan, athletic director from Augusta, and Randy Ward, athletic director from USC Aiken. With 189 presenting donors representing both schools, Augusta and USC Aiken blood donors potentially saved 567 local lives. Indeed, we are proud to present the winning school with a trophy and bragging rights for being the Hoops for Heroes Blood Drive Challenge winner. And congratulations go to the USC Aiken Pacer Nation for rallying 107 of their supporters to donate on behalf of the school. And once again, thanks to the Hoops for Heroes Blood Drive, sponsored by Shepherd Community Blood Center. Next up on the hit parade tonight in the Convocation Center, we are proud to present our 13th annual Faculty and Staff Appreciation Night. The student athletes, the athletic administration, and coaches of USC Aiken recognize the importance of appreciating commitment and acknowledging outstanding contributions from faculty and staff. To show their appreciation, 42 senior student athletes representing 11 varsity sports and the cheerleaders and dance team personally invited 34 different USC Aiken faculty and staff members to be honored this evening. Not only have they had a positive impact on the student athletes at USC Aiken, but the entire campus community as well. At this time, please direct your attention to the center court as each of our honorees and their sponsoring student athletes are introduced and congratulated by USC Aiken Chancellor Dr. Sandra Jordan, Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs Dr. Jeff Priest, and Athletic Director Randy Ward. First up is Coach Jacob Golem of basketball being honored by Christian Nobles. Next is Ms. Madeline Blair of Communications, honored by Jalen Barnes. Next will be Mr. Derry Wills, Residence Life, honored by Kevin Sweetshoe. Next we see Dr. Sanella Portia of Business Administration, honored by Cassie Johansson. Miss Gina Buckley is next in Business Administration, honored by Brittany Faulkner. Miss Peggy Elliott of Communication is honored by Sean Hudson. Dr. Chris DeWitt of Exercise and Sports Science is honored by Julianne Leduc of the softball team and Danielle Mercer of the volleyball team. Next up is Dr. Brian Parr of Exercise and Sports Honor, and he's honored by Jesse Rooker of men's soccer and Taylor Stratton from volleyball. Dr. Gerard Engel of Business Administration is honored by Rodrigo from the soccer team. Next is Miss Billy Murphy of Athletics, being honored by men's soccer player Ryan Dwyer. Coach Steve Down of Athletics is honored by Dean Tsusiyama of the tennis team. Dr. Deanne Gore, Sociology, is honored by Maria B. Habiania. Not even close, sorry. Next is Dr. Richard Dennis of Business Administration, and he's honored by Marta Carrera of the tennis team. Mr. John Engel of Business Administration is honored by Jay Jasmine of the golf team. Mr. Andy Cavaselli of Global Studies and Multicultural Engagement is honored by Julian Ten of the tennis team. First Professor Nikki Stevenson of Languages, Literature, and Culture, honored by Nikki Yobi of the baseball team and Heidi Gusano of the men's tennis team. Next, we see Dr. Linda Rodriguez of Business Administration, honored by Charlie Padilla of baseball and Nader Faki of soccer. Dr. Patsy Llewellyn of Business Administration, honored by Connor Norton of the baseball team and Manny Trower of the softball team. Coach Bill Disher of Athletics, honored by Lou Westerberg of the baseball team and Dave Leister of the baseball team. Dr. Ann Ellison of Psychology is honored by Joseph Benitez of the baseball team. Dr. Ben Triano of Communications is honored by Skylar Mercado of the baseball team. Mrs. Debbie Boggs of Advancement is honored by Zach Moon of the baseball team. Dr. Philip Mason of Sociology is honored by Bryce Buster of the baseball team. Dr. Susan Glenn of Chemistry and Physics, honored by Mitchell Price and Hunter Hunter of the baseball team. Mr. Ahmed Salah of Student Life, honored by James Lynch of the baseball team. Dr. Bethany Freilich of Engineering is honored by Rocky Apont of the women's basketball team. Dr. Timothy Lindner of Education is honored by Carly Gillery for the basketball team. Mr. Jamie Krabs of Exercise Sports Science, honored by Chaz Coach of the women's basketball team. Mr. Patrick Ellis of Exercise and Sports Science is honored by Alexis Ware of the basketball team. Mrs. Vicki Collins of English, honored by Kate Duff of the women's basketball team. Dr. Adam Pasta of Psychology, honored by Shante Pearson of the cheerleading squad. Dr. Charmaine Wilson in Communication is honored by Samantha Wells and Hunter Lathrop, men's tennis and cheerleader. Mr. Brent Hager of Athletics is honored by Caleb Victor of the cheerleading squad. And Miss Angie Osmond of Athletics, honored by Taylor Shelley of the men's team. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, as we reach the end of the line, we would like to take a moment to honor Athletic Director Randy Ward, who will be retiring later this year after 38 years of university service. Randy joined the USC Aiken Athletic Department in You will be missed. Congratulations and best wishes for a wonderful retirement. Please join me in congratulating Coach Ward, tonight's special honorees, and the other faculty and staff in attendance for all their contributions and continued support of USC Aiken. And at this time, we might want to try and make a photo event. Could be exciting. Try and get 5,000 people in the same photo. Follow Miss Angie Osmond, who will organize you for this wonderful photo, and then we'll turn to halftime entertainment over to Spencer. And ladies and gentlemen, while we do the photo, your halftime stats are brought to you by Mr. Chevrolet Cadillac and Aiken Staffing. In our first game in the win or go home game in the women's basketball, USC Aiken prevailed 92-81 behind the double-double of Colagel and Farrah, 26 points and 11 boards, and Rocky and Pont of 17 points and 12 boards. Leading the way for Augusta was Brianna McConnor with 23 points and Abria Harris with 19. At halftime here, Keyshawn Sherrill has the lead of all scorers for 20 points, 6 points for Dean Williams. USC has paced by Mark Matthews with 11 points and Christian Owens with 7. And chairperson of the board in the first half, Robert Hill with 6 rebounds. And that's your halftime stats brought to you by Master Chevrolet Cadillac, Aiken Staffing, Allegra Marketing, Printing and Web, and the Dumpster Depot. And just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, fans are not permitted on the Convocation Center arena playing surface prior to, during, or after basketball games. USC wants to prove that the safe atmosphere for the student athletes, coaches, and officials, and also maintain the integrity of the playing surface. Thank you for your cooperation.
And welcome back, Pacer fans and Jag fans, if you happen to be watching. Jags lead 43-35 as we start the second half. Jags get the ball to start things off. And they'll make it easy runs. And there's that pesky Keishan Sherrill, who has been lighting us up. He's got 20 points in the first half. I imagine some of the conversation has been, we got to find a way to slow him down. Nice putback by number 24, or no, I'm sorry, that was Vlad Kavzaru coming in out of nowhere and taking that rebound and knocking it back in, stretching the lead to 10 for the Jags. Mark Matthews with a turnaround jumper, can't get it to fall. Sherrill bringing the ball down the court for the Jaguars.
But yeah, as you mentioned, Sherrill was the Jaguar offense in the first half.
Well, he had half their points, or just under half their points. Good pass attempt by Sherrill, but his teammate intended target fell, and Noble's coming out shooting long range, and he'll make it. 38-45 is your score. So Sherrill bringing it back down the court, gets it out to number 15, Ben Ursich. Ursich kicks it out to number 13. 13, Monroe cannot get it to fall. Noble will bring the ball down the court for the Pacers.
I think that's going to be the key for the Pacers this half in order to get back in this game and win it. You got to limit Keishan Sherrill's opportunities to take shots. Got to limit his offense.
And that ball woefully undershot, but played beautifully. But that just got really goofy quick.
Yeah, that was
as Barnes had the ball, and then he tried to, I don't know if he hit it off his knee, and Matthews came through. You thought Matthews was going to have a shot at it. Had Matthews got his hands on it, it would have been an easy 2 points. But
yeah, he was right under the basket, but I think it actually did hit off his knee as well. It
deflected off of him, yeah. So we need to work on our hands. Good reverse effort there, but it does not fall for Kavzaru. Christian Noble bringing the ball down the court. He's at the top of the key. He's penetrating. He's got 3 guys on him. That means somebody's open. We got to find that somebody and get it to him, as Henry Bolton will get a long-range deuce out of that. He was hoping to get a 3-point shot credit, but it was only 2. His foot was on the line. Augusta got the ball. Good entry pass to Kavzaru. Kavzaru is able to put it away. Kavzaru with his first points of the contest. Christian Noble bringing it down and dribbling it through. And that was one of those Mark Matthews and number 24, Dean Williams, both decide to go up at the same time and in the same direction. Williams lands on Matthews. Williams ends up with his 3rd foul early here in the second half.
Yeah, that's a lot of man coming down on the court at one time. I don't looking over to see any cracks in the floor. Oh, we got to pull back here.
Officials always having a hard time with this press. They're locked down. They're anchored. They only go so far. Pacers trail by 7 as they inbound it. The official seems to be now happy with our scoring tables.
Now that we're 10 yards off the court.
Kicked out to Matthews. Matthews from long range, and he gets one to drop, and it's been a while since he's hit a big shot like that. And that lifts him up to 14 points. Matthews with a 3-pointer there.
Well, Matthews been quietly successful this game with 14 points.
Long-range jumper by Sherrill, can't get it to fall. Matthews with a rebound. Quickly gets it over to Noble. Noble will bring it down the right-hand side. Something about the right-hand side is drawing their attention. Noble's with a turnaround jumper. Can't get it to fall.
Nice rebound effort by Doyle.
Sherrill showing his moves. And he's going to go, and that's going to be an offensive charge on Sherrill, and that'll be his first foul of the game. He chose to pick on the biggest guy on the court in Sweetshoe. Sweetshoe 6'8", 240 pounds.
Yeah, I think that's qualification for being the biggest man in the room. Maybe not be the tallest man, but he's definitely.
He is the biggest man, and he's close to the tallest. He's 6'8".
Yeah, he's 2 inches shorter than Hill.
So Nobles, again, something about the right-hand side. They're setting everything up off that right-hand side. Some kind of advantage that they must have picked up. Matthews, the long ranger, and he's going to hit that one, and all of a sudden he's got big points, 17. Mark Matthews starting to show out a little bit.
I'd stay out here and close out the
And that's going to be a backcourt violation.
And a fortuitous one for the Pacers. Pacers trail by 1. We're going to a media timeout. We'll be right back right after this. And welcome back. 1 point is the difference in the ball game. Shooting percentages have really kind of declined. We're here in the second half. We've actually stepped up our game a little bit. We're 57%. They are 33%, so they're kind of cruising right along. They actually dropped off a little bit. Long range shot there by Bolton. Jalen Barnes. Jalen Barnes hitting the long ranger, and that put the Pacers up. I guess it was 2 points. We were only trailing by 1.
Yeah, and this is similar to the start of the game. Pacers coming out really hot here in this first half. And they've done a good job limiting Keyshawn Sherrill's opportunities this second half.
Sweeshue's going to pick up his second foul, and that's going to put number 11, Kyle Doyle, on the line. Yeah, for the game, they are leading. They got 47.2%. We're 38.9. 44 3 points for us, 44 for them. So identical in that range. They got us by about 10%. 10 points percentage on free throw attempts. We are 10 of 14. They are 9 of 11. Austin Grimes is going to come onto the court, and Austin Grimes, again, one of those electric players. He's got nothing on the score sheet right now, like 0 points, 0 fouls. But he can ignite this team in some pretty fantastic ways just with his energy and his enthusiasm to be out on the court. Ballinger bringing it down the right-hand side, and Jags trying to press the issue. And they'll slide back into their 2-3 defense, zone D. Good pass there. Grimes kicks it out. Pass a little off mark to Bolton. Sweeshue with a quick putback, and Sweeshue unable to put it away. Sherrill bring it down for the Jags.
Not sure what happened on that shot by Sweeshue. It hit the rim like it was going to roll in, but it just never did.
And Tymerick Fields gets a nice little put up there. They lead by 3 now. Bolton kicks it out to Ballinger. Ballinger long range. And there's going to be a travel call on Doyle. Doyle, not sure it was a justified call.
Yeah, I think that might have been a foul on
Swishu.
Ballinger.
Swishu will leave the court. Rob Hill out on the court for the Pacers.
And maybe a little bit of a makeup call there.
Yeah, Austin Grimes is going to be the victim of that and get his first foul called against him. Sherrill will bring the ball down the court for the Jags. Good defense by Grimes. And we got a foul away from the play. That's going to be on number 2, Tyrant Fields. That'll be his third foul. And just like that, you're going to have Vlad Kabzaru come in. Harris Ballinger, top of the key, gets the play set up. Rob Hill going up for the little alley-oop action. It wasn't the dunk variety, but it's a two-pointer all the same.
I was about to say, it may not be a dunk, but a dunk and a layup are worth the same amount of points.
Rob Hill is going to pick up a foul there, but it was a good foul to take as Sherrill is just running through there pretty hard.
Yeah, make him earn it.
That'll be his second foul. Both teams have 3 team fouls up to this point. Sherrill's going to go to the line for the Jags. Sherrill's been pretty hot. I believe he's missed 1 all night from the charity stripe. And he continues to hit. Christian Nobles will come back in, and off the court is Bolton. And Sherrill continues to hit his free throws. Christian Noble's going to bring it down the court. A little bit of a press from the Jags. Not too much of a press. They kind of backed off pretty quick. Ballinger kicks it over to Mark Matthews. Matthews from way downtown. Can't get that one to fall. Grimes skies up there, knocks it out of bounds, or knocks it not out of bounds. He couldn't get his hands on it. Sherrill ends up with it.
It was a nice defensive effort by Grimes to try and get to that one. Unfortunately, just not quite able to.
Long ranger by Jags can't get it to fall, and Mark Matthews gets slammed to the ground.
The foul is on number 20.
That's going to be on Kabzaru.
That's his second of the team's.
That'll be his second foul. 4 team fouls for the Jags. Matthews quickly gets it over to Ballinger. And again, the press, you know, I kind of question whatever press they're running. It's not really doing anything. Because they back off once they get past the first perimeter. And it's like, well, just go ahead and go down there and get set up for defense.
Yeah.
Now, it could be something that they're looking to setting something up where all of a sudden they are going to come at us. 4 seconds on the shot clock. That ball, foul, shot line, shot clock.
Well, they're going to call that a foul.
Well, and he did. He got a little bit of arm on Mark Matthews. The shot clock was almost down to 0.
And a silly foul there by Doyle.
Well, and, you know, I mean, he's just trying to play defense, but that's his third foul. Now that bails the Pacers out because they had lost track of the shot clock, obviously, and that's the second time that's been the case. This time they kind of get a little bit fortunate. Matthews will hit us first. And Dean Williams will come in. And Henry Bolton will come in. And Austin Grimes will go out. And as you would expect, Kyle Doyle with 3 fouls, he's going to go take a break. Looks like Faison Brock's about to come in. Matthews with a rare miss from the charity stripe. Pacers trail by 2, 12 minutes here on the clock. Pacers really crashing down in on the big man when they get the ball, and so they just kick it out, and Aaron Bird will drain a 3 there, extending their lead to 5.
And what a shot by Bolton. That was beautiful.
Henry Bolton does nail that shot, sitting next to head coach, volleyball coach Glenn Cox, and you recognize that both teams are running the exact same offense. So they're both pretty well skilled at defending this offense. A little wrinkle there, cross court pass to Matthews. Matthews kind of gets hemmed in. Quick kick out to Nobles. Nobles with a 3-point effort, can't get it to fall. Matthews is wise enough to know he's not going to be able to catch that ball, but he can swat it, and he swatted out to a teammate, and it caused them to foul. And with that, we're going to take a media timeout when we come back. More of the action shortly after this. And welcome back. Pacers inbounding under their own basket. Nobles gets it at the top of the key. Fresh shot clock. Pacers trail by 2. Plenty of time left on the clock. Just under 11 minutes. Faison Brock with a good feed into Robert Hill. Robert Hill unprepared for it. Can't wrap his big mittens around it. And Christian Noble tries to go with a little reverse layup and just short on his effort.
Yeah, he almost nailed that one. That was a beautiful effort by Nobles. Nice movement up there when he left his feet.
So Sherrill being harassed by 2 Pacer defenders. Faison Brock and Barnes. Barnes will get the rebound, and he's going to bring it down the court. Quicks it out to Noble. Noble with a quick trigger. Can't get that to fall, and that's one of those shots you really need to make those if you're going to pull the trigger that quick. Good defense by Nobles there. Somehow that ball ended up 40 feet straight up in the air somehow. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, somebody got a hand on it somewhere and sent that thing skyrocketing.
That's one of those ones, though, you hope somebody didn't break a finger because that ball popped way up in the air.
Yeah, it certainly did.
Good entry pass and knocked out of bounds. That's going to be the Jaguars. We'll get to pass that ball in. Jags showing a lot of tenacity here, and I mean, I think, predominantly more Pacer fans. Good shot by number 2, Tamarick Fields, as he drains a deuce. He's got 6 points to show for his effort, but there's a lot of Jag fans here keeping the energy going. You know, they're starting to look a little tired back there, though. They're little boo birds behind the goal. They're sagging a little bit.
Yeah,
Our kids are still in their phones.
yeah, they're still in the prime of their careers over there, but just can't take their noses out of their phones for a little while.
I remember college, and it was a constant state of just absolute exhaustion.
Yep, that is pretty much spot on.
So on the line for the Pacers is Henry Bolton III, and he'll make the first as it does a little toilet bowl run around the circle. So Bolton will make both of his. He'll bring the Pacers within 2. And Sherrill will bring it down the court for the Jags. Sherrill with 22 points. Fantastic effort from that young man. And we got a foul away from the play.
The foul is on the Pacers, number 14, Paris Ballinger.
Paris Ballinger. That's his 3rd foul. It seems like every time I turn around, he's getting called for a foul. It's kind of surprised that it's only 3.
That's one of the risks of playing that pesky style of defense he does play.
Well, and he, again, having to cover Sherrill. Good defense by the Pacers. Putback does not count. That's going to be on number 24, and that's going to be his 4th foul. Dean Williams. Again, officials keep calling it really, really close to the. They're not letting hardly any touches go uncalled, keeping this rivalry a little bit more on the less testy side.
Yeah, not a very physical game being allowed by the refs here.
Good move by Barnes, as Barnes adds another 2 points. He's got 9 total. Long. That was a great play.
And he got away with one there. And he probably should have got negated. He definitely hung on the rim that one.
My philosophy on that, if I can get up there to that rim, I'm going to hang up there for a second because it doesn't happen often. But I'm not 6'8".
6'10".
Or 6'10", right. Pacers have managed to tie it up, 60-all. Aaron Bird's going to inbound it to Ercich. Good entry pass there. Can't get it to fall. We got a call against Rob Hill. He's going to pick up his 3rd foul. And with that, we got a full media timeout. We'll take a breather. We'll be right back. And welcome back. Score is tied up at 60 all. 7:57 left on the clock. Foul issues are starting to mount up for both teams. See a handful of players. I see 2 players from each team right now on the court with 3 fouls apiece. As Doyle goes to the line, he'll miss the first.
Big miss there potentially.
And he'll make the second. So the Jags with a commanding 1-point lead. Matthews to Barnes. Barnes brings it back around to Bolton. Bolton with a little bit of a skyhook foul, and it drops.
What effort by Bolton on that. Nice follow through. He followed his shot even after the contact and rolled that one right in.
Yeah, Bolton,
fantastic
effort.
No. We have a wave getting started in the crowd.
This would be the first time I've seen that happen in a long time. It'd be interesting to see what happens when he gets to the Augusta side of things. They've got a little section over there that's predominantly over there, and I don't know that wave's going to carry.
Yeah, luckily for us, it died right behind us. Oh no, they're going to start it again.
Oh, they're going to send it all the way around. Yep, they kind of got it, and it died at the Augusta area. We had a trickle, a little bit of a trickle. A couple of smaller kids jumped up, not knowing that they probably don't want to participate in this. Not like a good wave to bring a crowd together, though.
The wave, I think, is the most shameful thing in sports.
All right, so it's rather long effort at the free throw line. We're back in action. Bolton will make his second, and Pacers with a 2-point lead. No, he made one. I apologize.
There we go.
He made 2.
Converted the 3-point play.
Right. Sherrill dicing through there, and he knows how to finish. 24 points so far for his effort. Scores tied at 63 apiece.
Such a talented player is Keyshawn Sherrill.
Easy shot for Bolton, or Barnes. Can't get it to fall. So Sherrill will bring it down the court. Good block there by Rob Hill.
Huge defensive effort by Hill.
Crossover by Christian Noble, an easy put away there for Mr. Noble. That gives him 12 points. Noble, a transfer out of Payne College over there in Augusta, Georgia.
He's been a huge part of this team this season.
Sherrill just continuing to be absolutely fearless in his efforts. Not the biggest guy you ever saw at 5'9", 160 pounds. That actually looks pretty right. A lot of times they like to embellish those numbers a little bit for the program, but nice looking move right there by Jalen Barnes. And Barnes decided he just wants to go ahead and win this for the Pacers. He's taking this team on his back right now.
He's 11 points for number 11 so far in this game. He has definitely stepped it up here in the second half.
A little breakdown in defense there. Long ranger by Ursich, and off the bounce, it actually bounces over the back of the backboard.
And now that Pacers student section behind the goal coming alive.
And maybe that's what they were doing. They were pacing themselves, because if you look over at the Augusta side, they look exhausted.
Yeah, I see a couple of yawns over there.
I do too. And nothing but love for our opponents.
Absolutely, all respectful competition here in the PBC.
I know a lot of those girls from the volleyball program over there, and they might have run out of gas a little too soon. Now we got a kick ball. Number 13, Tyvez Monroe, will pick up his first foul. He reached his foot out there. Apparently tripping opponents is not advisable. Coach Vandersly's got his whole team huddled up over there while Artie Walker, 4 Children Photography, coming out there doing his part, squeegeeing the floor, if you will.
Hey, everybody's got a job.
Artie Walker double dipping.
And the first one good for Bolton.
And he'll make the second. Pacers lead 69-63.
It's the biggest lead for the Pacers since the early part of that first half.
Right. And that's going to be a travel or an offensive foul. And there's a bit of discussion, and they're calling Swishu. That'll be his third foul. I don't know how they got changed to Swishu.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused on that myself. I thought that was... Now Noble's going to discuss with the officials.
A trip to the charity strike for Keyshawn Sherrill. Change that to number
What was an offensive foul became a foul on Swishu, who wasn't really, I mean, he was down there, but he was not really a part of what was happening.
Yeah, he was kind of off to the side there. I'm not really sure what the call was in that situation.
Pacers, number 24, Robert Hill.
Fields sinks the first one.
Swishu will come off the court. A lot of high fives from his teammates and coaches. And I'll tell you what, these officials have worked really hard to keep the teams from getting rowdy with each other, but they've got a very hostile environment that they've created here with the Pacer fans.
Oh, yeah.
That looked as clean of a block as you can get from Robert Hill, but he's going to actually pick up his. Oh, they actually called it on Bolton. That's even more amazing.
They called that on Bolton?
Well, that works out good, though. We'd rather Bolton get it than Robert Hill. Yeah, Bolton get credit for the foul. First shot made. Dean Williams with the second shot. Can't get out with the fall. Robert Hill goes up and gets the rebound.
Yeah, as you were saying, this Pacer crowd is definitely getting a little restless here.
These officials may need an escort out to their cars before this is over. Pacer fans really displeased with some of it. I mean, and some of it, basketball, one of the things that has always frustrated me is the presumed foul.
Yeah.
And in my book, I'm going, if you didn't see the foul, then don't assume it happened. And I know you're not always in the best position. If you need to put another official on the court so you see all the angles, then more power to you. But don't presume a foul happens. Christian Noble bringing the ball down the court.
That's Hill's 10th rebound of the day.
Ballinger having to tie his shoe, and he's having to do it real quick. There we go. And he gets it. Christian Noble pulling up and can't quite make that one. Robert Hill's going to have to sprint down. He's looking a little gassed all of a sudden. Pacers lead by 4, just under 4 minutes to go in this game. Persich will hit one from long range, and just like that, we got a 1-point ball game.
Yeah, this one a very back and forth effort. Either team's giving an inch here.
Again, both teams will be in the tournament. This is about placement. Christian Noble slammed to the ground. I guess that was a clean block. Robert Hill trying to put up a defense, and he falls back, and all of a sudden these officials are letting this game get out of control a little bit. There's a lot. They went from calling every little play, and now they're not calling anything.
I think this is the loudest the Convocation Center has been in a very long time.
And Vanderslide's calling a timeout there. We're gonna take a break because we got a media timeout. We'll be right back.
And Noble's going to receive the inbound from Matthews.
Christian Noble kicks it over to Barnes. Barnes going at the heart of the defense, and he's going to make it, and he's going to draw a foul, and that'll win the crowd over. That'll be on number 2.
Oh yeah, these
Myrick Fields.
These Pacer faithful are rocking the Convocation Center tonight, man.
Well, again, it's going to go back. I mean, I can appreciate that the officiating crew was calling every little piece of contact. But then you can't just turn around and let them hack hey, it's the home team. Not that we need the advantage, but you definitely don't make it a disadvantage against the home team when you decide not to call certain fouls. And I mean, media timeout, my bad. And welcome back. Jalen Barnes will start, restart the action on the line. Having fun with the fans, trying to get the wave started here in the Convocation Center, and it always stops at Augusta. Augusta fans not participating. You gotta love it. And Barnes will hit it, making that a 3-point play. Pacers lead by 2. But hang tight.
Yeah,
Sherrill's bringing the ball down the court now for the Jags.
I've never seen a wave stop so fast.
Yeah, it's like, hey, the wave, and it hits a dam. Sherrill trying to find some way to cut through. Pacers put up an effective defense. And Sherrill from long range, and he gets it to fall. And Coach Metris is going to call timeout, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout. That is a great case study. I mean, again, officials, if you're going to call it, tight, call it tight, but don't just all of a sudden stop, because it's a relief valve, and it becomes this hack-a-shack, deal out there, and I think people can get hurt, and it turns things into a pretty hostile environment. Either let them play or call it tight, but don't change gears.
Well, you can
towards the end of the game.
You can let the game be physical without letting it get out of hand. Like the no call on the hack on Nobles was a little bit out there, I believe. But I mean, you can let the guys be a little physical without letting them get out of hand.
Right, but then the putting your shoulder down and driving it through a defender and not calling that is insane.
Yeah, it's unheard of. It shouldn't be happening.
So Bolton bringing the ball around. He'll drive, and he's going to pick up a quick foul, and I guess we're back to quick touch. That's going to be on Doyle, and that'll be his 4th foul. Oh, it actually says it's his 5th foul. So Doyle will be done for the evening, and he'll leave with 7 points. And just like that, you're going to have Cazzaro to come in. Cazzaro at 6'8", he's not a small guy. 6'8" is the tallest that they have, and so not really giving up a whole lot of height there.
No good on that first one from Bolton.
Yeah, Bolton usually a pretty good shooter from the charity stripe. Augusta fans, they perked up. They've caught their 2nd win. He's able to make a 2nd, though. We're tied up, 73 all. Minute 55 on the clock. Good shot by Cazzaro.
Yeah, it was definitely a great shot by Cazzaro to get through that tight pressure from Rob Hill.
So Barnes loses it, but is fouled. That's going to be on number 10, Sherrill. It's his 2nd foul. He's fine. He's got 29 points. I think he scores points just for running up and down the court.
Yeah, it seems that way.
It almost seems like it anyway.
Yeah, he's had
a
such a
scoring
great
machine.
game.
He has been their difference maker, at least
Absolutely.
tonight. And the way he plays, I gotta think he does it often.
Unless this is just a random freak occurrence, I would agree with you. He has to be one of the backbones of this team.
I think they gave the points. Can't get that 2nd one to fall. 74-75, Jaguars hold on to a 1-point lead, 1:22 on the clock. Good defense by the Pacers. Rob Hill getting enough of a hand on that pass to deflect it. Christian Noble bringing it down the court. He's being challenged by number 13, Chavez Monroe. Barnes with 1 minute left to go. Barnes with the drive. And that's going to be a blocking foul on number 24, Dean Williams. And that'll be his 4th foul. And I got to say, even though I'm happy for the Pacers, I felt like Dean Williams was there. I felt like he was in place.
Yeah.
He had his feet planted. He put his hands up, and they're going to call him for a blocking foul.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Chip. I'm not sure what happened on that one. There's been a couple of those blocking fouls that I wasn't so sure about throughout the course of this game, and that just adds to the total.
Maybe they presumed that he moved his foot.
I guess. That's an awful lot of presumption, I think.
Either way, Barnes will go to the line. He'll have a chance to tie it up and possibly take the lead. And I think they're finding that number 24 has 5 fouls. And Aaron Bird's going to come in. That's a dramatic change. I mean, we're talking about a 6'3" guy replacing a 6'8" guy. But yeah, apparently he fouled out. He showed 4 up on the board.
I'm not sure if he fouled out or if they're just taking him out.
No, he fouled out. That was what was going on across the way. All of a sudden, we can't hit a free throw.
Oh man, that could be big.
He'll hit the second, and we're tied up. And Paris Ballinger is going to come in for Barnes.
Just under a minute left. We've got we got an exciting 57 seconds coming up for us, I believe.
It's been a fun day of athletics here at USC Aiken.
Absolutely.
Men's baseball team just unloading all kinds of offense on Payne College.
Yeah, it's a slugfest over at Roberto
The women's game. Great comeback by the Pacer women against a really hot shooting Augusta University. Going for the trifecta here. Pacers tied up 75 all, 33 seconds on the clock. 4 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to have to shoot quick.
And that's going to be Pacer ball.
And they're calling that ball Pacer ball. And that's got Augusta fans less than thrilled. 25 seconds on the game clock.
And no shot clock.
No shot clock. Cheryl and Christian Noble having, I don't know what was being said, but Christian Noble was laughing a little bit. And get down half court, called timeout with 19.1 seconds on the clock. So the Pacers will have a chance to play for the win here. And I imagine the conversation is going to be, let's hold on to the last shot, keep an eye on the clock. Let's at least give us a chance to win. Probably want Robert Hill in there. You might even get Swishu in there and have a couple of big guys.
Yeah, my lineup right now would be, I think it would go Nobles, Bolton, Matthews, Swishu, and Hill. I think that would be what I would do.
Yeah, I got such confidence in any of our players on that bench. But I can't disagree with you. I think that ultimately you're looking for some kind of an effort to drive in and get the ball up. They're not going to try to foul you too quick. They don't want to foul you right now. They don't want to put you on the line with a chance to win it.
Yeah, there'd be no reason for them to foul you.
But if you take this side of it, they may know, well, they're going to hold on to it till the last possible shot, and then, Pacers may be able to, they might get it or they might not get it. Or you can play foul ball and just go ahead, as soon as they get it foul, put it on the line. We've been a little shaky on the charity stripe right now. It might not, and they make it or they don't make it. Well, then you're going to bring the ball down the court.
That's true.
And
you put the ball in your offense's hands and see what they can do.
Fun to see the Pacer fanatics out there getting the crowd riled up. Spencer LeBunion over there and TJ. I forget TJ's last name. What is it? Brantley, that's right. Sad. I've known TJ Brantley forever. Just brain locked on his last name over there getting the crowd. They've even got the quote blue hair standing up over there. They're cheering. They don't know what they're just excited.
Everybody's
they see young
excited.
People
it's rocking in here.
So pass deep into the backcourt Noble's bringing it down. He's being challenged by number 3, Aaron Bird. 12 seconds, and they're going to call a timeout again, and that was just a fill it out. And
We have a 30-second timeout.
so here's what's going on there. Let's just rock the time a little bit. We'll call timeout.
See what their game plan is defensively, see what they're going to do.
Right, but this also kind of forces the Jaguars' hands. Now they're thinking 11.6 seconds. We give them the shot, they make it. We're only gonna have a few seconds, if that many seconds, to make a play. I'd love to have a little ear in both huddles to hear what either side are saying.
Yeah, it certainly would be interesting.
I'll tell you what you don't want to see. You don't want to see us taking some long-range shot.
Yeah, there's no need for that at this point unless you're absolutely forced to. You want to get something inside, maybe even a perimeter, maybe even a shot down low, maybe a lay-in or something. You don't want to take an unnecessary long ball.
Malenkovic over there on the bench is just fired up. 10 seconds to go on the game clock. Christian Noble with the ball, being challenged by Bird. 3 seconds, and they are going long range.
Oh!
And he just misses. We're going overtime. 75 all.
Short.
I tell you what, this is a good time for us to take a break. Go ahead and go top off your drinks. We'll be back for another 5 minutes of basketball. We'll be right back. And we're back. Welcome to overtime. First overtime. Both teams squared up 75 apiece. Sweet Shoe's going to go up against Kabzaru for Augusta.
And Sweet Sue gets the tip off. He's really good at those.
Yeah, he's batting 1,000 in tip-offs today. This is more of what you would have expected to have seen. You know, you were questioning why would you set up a long-range shot when you have something like this. Good putback by Sweet Shoe. Sweet Shoe gets his first points of the night.
Yeah.
Took him an extra OT to put some points in there, but
And it's natural to wonder, you know, what would have happened if that would have been the play the Pacers ran with that final 11 seconds.
well, the what-if game is senseless anyway. But you know, maybe I'm sure there was something in the discussion that led to this is what we want to do. We're just, you know, commentators. What do we know?
Exactly. Speculation is what we're best
my
at.
mindset is give the ball to a slasher like Nobles. When Nobles passed it to Bolton, I was surprised because I kind of thought that well, just let Nobles penetrate. He might get it. He might penetrate, get you 2 points.
And that's what I was thinking as well.
But more than likely draw a foul and get 2 points. So, okay, so Barnes will pick up his second foul against big old number 20. Kabzaru will get to shoot from the charity stripe, 1-1. Big Rob Hill's back in for the Pacers. Zarro on his first shot, and he'll make it. He's got a nice little stroke. I haven't noticed it up to this point.
Yeah, he does. That was a nice, smooth shot. Got a lot of height to it as well.
Well, it starts at 6'8", so. But he does put a nice little arc on it. He'll make the second. They lead by 2. So Jag's gonna try to put a little bit two-person press out there. Not too much of a struggle for the Pacers. The Pacers, if they were to win this game, knocked out of bounds by Augusta, I believe. There we go.
Yep. Got some confirmation there. I was concerned myself.
Now get it back out to Nobles. Nobles will get it back up at the top. He's going to set something up. Working the left-hand side here. So whatever they saw on the right-hand side, they now see on the left-hand side. Good move by Nobles. That would have been the play I would have liked to have seen happen at the end of the game.
Yeah, Nobles so smooth with those slashing movements he does inside.
Ballinger on Sherrill. I think that's a good matchup right there. Ballinger. Robert Hill's going to pick up his 4th foul.
The foul is on the Pacers, number 24, Robert Hill.
Robert
His
Hill.
fourth, the team's 9th.
A foul away from fouling out, and that could be really not good for the Pacers. Robert Hill's a little bit more of an effective scorer. He's got 6 points. Swishu, I think, has, what, 2?
I think so.
That worked out well there. Yeah. Zaru misses his first. He'll make a second. Nobles will bring it down the court. Right now I'm looking at a lot of slashers on the court for the Pacers. Two seconds on the shot clock, and Nobles.
And that's the last thing.
The third stinking time that has happened, and there's got to be better communication out there on that court. That should never happen.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you 1 a game, but that's 3. Granted, we had to go to overtime, so I guess that's 1 per half.
But in a clutch situation like that, I mean, that's a huge error to make.
Yeah, because we're at just under 2 minutes, trailing by 1. That's a waste of opportunity. Sherrill, with a little jumper, can't get it to fall. Ballinger may have been called for a technical.
That was also. And
Ballinger's out of the game. And that's a little sensitive on the official's part. I mean, Ballinger literally looked at him, was like, "What? I didn't foul him." You get that all game long. Why would it? Why is all of a sudden is it a technical?
And especially now in such a high emotional moment, I do not understand that at all.
Keyshawn
Sherrill's going to get on the line for the Jags.
And that technical, I mean, that. I don't understand that technical at all.
Yeah, you rarely see a player say, "Yeah, I did that." Sherrill with a little trip around the world there.
Wow. Wow. Keyshawn Sherrill just
Tough, right?
missed both of his free throws.
Yeah, and that's not something you see very often from a guy who's literally sitting on 29 points.
Wow, that is incredible. Now he does still have the 2 shots.
Right. Oh, that's how you do it. That looked totally different. Maybe he just needed guys in the lane.
Yeah, he just needed a frame.
Jags up by 2. Sherrill with a chance to extend it to 3. And he does.
A 30-second timeout on the floor.
And we got a 30-second timeout. And Vanderslice definitely having a moment with the officials. Jags lead by 3, 82-79 with a minute 47 left to go on the clock. It's been a roller coaster kind of game. Huge highs and pretty drastic lows.
Mountainous highs and valley lows.
That's biblical. Matthews bringing it down gets it to Noble. Noble bringing it down the court. Barnes to Bolton. Bolton to Nobles. Nobles doing what he does, kicks it back out.
The foul was on number 13, Tyrese Monroe, his second.
Well, Barnes not knocking down the 3-pointer, but the Pacers will get a couple of shots here. It'll be big Rob Hill getting the opportunity.
Rob Hill missing the first. He'll make the second. So cuts the deficit down to 2. Minute 23 to go as Augusta brings it down the court. They can quickly get it in the hands of Sherrill. Ball touched on the long pass. But Jags are able to hold on to possession. 15 seconds on the shot clock. That might be on Mark Matthews. Sherrill goes down pretty hard, slow to get up, but he pops up, he's smiling. He's a warrior, he has been a warrior all night. He's 31 points. Leading all scorers.
Returning to the line, Keyshawn Sherrill.
And Keyshawn Sherrill get to go to the line. I didn't see who they called the foul on. I'm looking at Rob Hill, he's got 4 fouls. So the official's earning his keep right now, looking for what's sure to be a wet spot on the court. I don't remember seeing anybody fall there. That was closer to the basket. There's a lot of love out there, though. I'm watching Barnes and Keyshawn Sherrill have a laugh.
This game's so emotional, so back and forth.
Yeah, and it is what it is. I mean, yeah, I think I just want to be consistent. Let them play or call everything that happens. You know, I'm good with either or, but the whole decide here and there, it looks like you're trying to dictate the outcome of the game, and I've got a problem with that. If you're calling it consistently from beginning to end, then that's not a question. You're going, hey, they did their job. It wasn't, one thing or the other. It was that way for both teams the whole game. But when you start changing gears from time, especially it seems to happen at like heated moments of the contest, and that just ratchets up the heat. Jags with a 4-point lead now.
And that technical really ringing true now to Ballinger.
And just like that, Bolton hits the 3. That gives him 19 points.
How did he make that shot?
He's a professional. Well, he's not. He's a student athlete. That was a great shot by Bolton. Good move by Sherrill to get it into. And somehow we're not getting rebounds all of a sudden. And there's no shot called. And that's going to be called on Bolton. That'll be his second foul. That's going to put Tyvez Monroe on the line. Tyvez Monroe, sophomore out of Alexandria, Virginia. Played at Edison High School. He'll make his first. Robert Hill comes in the court, Faison Brock, who snuck in. I didn't even see him come in.
Yeah, I didn't even notice he was
out.
in.
He is now out. Can't get that one to fall. Big Rob Hill with the rebound. And Christian Noble, the difference is 2 points. And they're going to call a timeout here. And let's hope we come up with something a little bit more creative. Now you're not going to hate the long-range shot because you're playing for the win. But
yeah, now the long-range shot almost makes sense. I mean, you can hold on to the ball and take the 2 and try and send it into double overtime, or you can go for the 3. And if you're Coach Mark Vanderslice, you got to wonder what to do here.
Well, I know before we made it overtime at the end of regulation play, I still contend you want to really get that. You just want to get 2 points.
Yeah.
Or at least a shot at the line. But, the long-range jumper in that situation is just a less statistically speaking, it's the less likely shot to be made.
Yeah.
Whereas here, you're down by 2. We're going to play for another OT, or
if you go for the 3.
And I gotta say, if you went for it the last time, you might as well go for it this time.
And if you take the 3 here, it's more of a calculated risk that the fans are willing to accept. You showed heart and you tried to go for the win in a situation where that was your only option.
But everybody that doesn't shoot the ball better crash the boards.
Absolutely.
I mean, you've got to crash the boards.
And get that rebound. You got to fight for it. This is where champions are made in situations just like this. They've got their shooters on the court.
So 19 seconds on the clock. Bolton doesn't even get close. Faison Brock is tripped up.
I'm still here. Now get by my team.
And that's going to be the game right there. Jags are going to get the win here. Pacers run out of time, and they're going to lose 87-83. Good win for Augusta College, or Augusta University. Big win for the Jags. They're going to hold on to their #1 seed. Pacers will get another shot at them more than likely. Great game by Sherrill as he puts on 33 points. Pacers put up a lot of points tonight. I mean, but in the end, it wasn't enough, and you got to give the Jags credit.
I got to ask, though, how was that last dunk not a technical foul?
I didn't think he hung on there insanely too long.
But by the same token, Rob Hill did the same thing earlier on in the game.
Well, and it is what it is. I mean, the game, they won. They scored more points than we did. In the end, that's what matters. And so, congratulations to Augusta University.
Absolutely, the Augusta Jaguars played their hearts out tonight.
Big win for them. Pacers will be fine. They get to go to Peach Belt tournament. They're going to be a lower seed than they probably would have liked to have been. But congratulations to them. We don't want to thank everybody for sticking it out and hanging out with us through this overtime. But 87-83, Pacers on the short end of the stick. We've won 2 out of 3 today. The women's team won, the baseball team won. Men's team fell just a little short. But
and at the end of the day, I think the men's basketball team are winners regardless.
Well, we want to thank you all for sticking with us. Keep your eyes on the website, pacersports.com, for our next matchup in the Peach Belt tournament.
And also congratulations to the Augusta University Jaguars. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Jordan Phillips for Chip Herring. Good night, guys.